all over. He went to
Ari. What do you mean it's all over? He didn't say it was all over.
No, it's still undecided, but I'm saying it's all over as far as this season and at playing at 41 years old and whatever you want to make of it.
42 now.
Did he turn 42?
He turned 42
in December.
Yeah.
In December.
Yeah.
Okay. 42, and then you go first.
Well, yeah, I just think we are at a place where we thought we would be. Like I don't think unless you were in Pittsburgh, but you thought they were winning a Super Bowl, meaning you knew it was going to be. In a playoff loss, it just depended on how far. Obviously, they wanted to finally win that one, and they weren't able to do so. But I think the good thing for him, if I'm looking at it from Aaron Rodgers' standpoint, I didn't get hurt. I played relatively well. We made
only
a postseason.
Missed 2 games,
yeah. And I got back to it, and I think he was very sincere with this. I got back to an organization that I felt was stable. That knew what they were doing. Yeah, they haven't won a bunch of Super Bowls lately.
He took a veiled shot at the Jets. No, the Jets aren't stable.
That's a fact.
That's fact.
I don't even. How's that debatable?
That's what they said. It's a veiled shot.
The Lions for eons was unstable.
Exactly.
And that's just certain teams. The Clippers for years were unstable. So he got to an organization that was well run, classy, with a guy that he'd admired from far, Mike Tomlin. They were able to have their bromance to the tune of winning the division.
They didn't get married. They didn't have a baby, but they had a good time.
But they did have a bromance. You always have to end in marriage. And so I think from that standpoint, I think he has to be pleased. Like I played pretty well, didn't get hurt. We went to the postseason, and I went out with the organization that has class. I think that matters to him. But I think it is absolutely time to call it a career because what's the thing that you're chasing? If it's a Super Bowl, well, the teams that are locked in for Super Bowl that we would all say are contenders for the next couple of years or so, they're locked in. They've got their guy, and that's not changing. So where's that opportunity? I don't see that happening. And he's had an amazing career. He's one of the all-time greats. I always say one of the most talented, not just quarterbacks, football players I've ever seen. Yes, I think there was some left to be desired. If you're him, I'm sure he felt like there's no way I'm not going to go back to a Super Bowl for 15 years, whatever it was. I guarantee you he thought, I can get back there.
There are a lot of situations, extenuating circumstances.
No, I'm just saying, but if you'd have told him after he lost
one. Dan Marino, who didn't even win. Dan Marino went his second year and never went back.
I'll be back.
And some people consider him the greatest at one point.
And I think, I think for me, it's time to walk away. It's time to move on. When you kind of do this, how he's doing it, I might not. LeBron kind of doing it, I don't know. It ends up taking away from, to me, how it could be a great send-off, a la the late, great Kobe Bryant, where, hey, you come in, I know this is it. I'm with this, I'm with this team. I'm locked in. This is it. You can get maybe the farewell send-off he would have wanted, but when you kind of you leave with the Packers, then you go to the Jets, but then I'm going to come back with the Jets, but I'm going to go to Pittsburgh, and right now, I might come back to Pittsburgh, I might go somewhere. It's like eventually he doesn't get that Aaron Rodgers send-off that his resume would have deserved because he keeps floundering. But I think it's time to go home, go away. You had an amazing career, one of the all-time greats. You did all you can do. I don't think the league, his style of play moving forward, and I mentioned this with even Jared Goff, the stationary quarterback is about to be obsolete because it's just the way the game is now. These guys are too fast. They're coming at you. They know how to get pressure. And if you can't escape, almost every quarterback we're watching the replay of this Bears-Packers, Caleb Love can run. Caleb Williams can run. Jordan Love can run. Bo Nix can run. You go down the list. But you just said Jared Goff can't run. And what did I tell you? They got one more year. They better have that offensive line on point because you see what happens. He can't make a play unless it's the play called. He cannot. And there's no more guys like that. And Aaron Rodgers, we saw it last night. It was elder abuse. Yeah, they were abusing that old man.
The only thing is he's not going to face that kind of defense. That's one of the best defenses in the league. And we even said that. They have a Super Bowl defense.
That ain't a question.
Okay, he was able to go in the fourth quarter against the Ravens defense, which is more like it. And I'm just saying like more of a standard. 11 for 14 and 130 passer rating, and you know what I mean, and was able to because he got protection when you get protection. All I'm going to say is I think it could have been very easy for him to just say, yeah, that's it tonight. You know what I mean? And I know you don't want to be rash and then be flippy-floppy when calls come, and I think that's why he did. I think the best part of what happened in Pittsburgh this year is that he did come back and didn't go out on that bad Jets, the way the injury,
That's fair.
How he played the next year when he came back, because he was really just recovering from that injury.
And you can't recover with the Jets.
Right.
That's still the Jets.
And And you know, Aaron Glenn is like, yo, okay, we're moving off on you. He goes and helps the Steelers win a division, goes 10-5 in the regular season. So you got something. You went, you won the division, you played relatively well. You know what I mean? And I think that's something that he could be proud of. But if I'm Aaron Rodgers, and you saw Tom Brady play till he's 45.
Yeah.
And the way that the rules are set up, where they protect quarterbacks for the most part. If this was the old NFL, I'm with you. He should have been out 4 years ago. But they protect the quarterback. That's how Tom Brady was able to play till 45. They don't allow you. You touch those guys. You know, how many times we see that with Brady during his last, you know what I mean? You put a hand on him, it's roughing the passer.
Oh, yeah.
So if I'm Aaron Rodgers.
By the way, Tom Brady be acting like he mad about this. Ain't real football. Tom, you and Peyton created the whole hitting too low, hitting too high, doing it.
And it worked for you, and that's why you were able to stick around. Go ask Joe Montana.
Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Right? Boy, Tom Brady be acting like he was playing in the Troy Aikman era, getting hit. Like
Troy
Steve
Aikman,
Young.
all those guys.
These dudes taking hits are too tough. I'm like, you and Peyton literally went to the league office talking about that. You feel me, Lee?
Working in New York, watching what Joe Montana went against Lawrence Taylor and the Giants.
Dudes were taking your head off regularly.
It was really bad. But my
clotheslining quarterbacks
is if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I breathe, I take everything in, and I just wait to see. I'm going to wait. Yeah, you know he'll breathe.
He's going to breathe and take it all in for sure.
But I'll wait to see just if there's any interest in any circumstance or situation that presents itself, and he's not any different from any other quarterback. And what I'm going to say to you is, when you think of all the greats, Brett Favre played for the Jets and then went to the Vikings. All right? Joe Namath finished his career with the Rams. Joe Montana finished his career with Kansas City. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Peyton Manning finished his career with Houston. Like Brady left. John Elway.
That's what everything isn't him.
Right.
Just stay one team.
John Elway is the anomaly. Everybody else, they got to go somewhere else, play with a couple different teams at the end. So it's not out of the norm. It doesn't mean that look at him going on all these different teams, hanging up. No, this is Joe Flacco, one in Baltimore. He's been on 4 teams.
He's been on Dagner 4 teams in the same season.
Am I right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that is kind of what happened. And if Joe Flacco is still in the league and still viable, but he played.
No, I'm saying you're leaving out one obvious. You know who you're leaving out right now. What was that? Ponder passing? What are you talking about, Joe Flacco? What are you saying right now? Oh, this Favre, my bad. I was saying Brett Favre, the irony of how he and Aaron if that was their last plays, his last play would go, was that a pick 6 for Aaron Rodgers? But Phillip Rivers is where I was about to go.
Who just played at
Phillip Rivers, he didn't play football for 5 years and came back and got a bunch of starts out the blue.
That's what I'm saying.
So Aaron Rodgers can still play talent-wise. It's more so, why? What's his why? Phillip Rivers said, I couldn't, I would be kick myself the rest of my life if I didn't try one more time. Is Aaron Rodgers try one more time? Is it trying to win a Super Bowl one more time or just do it?
Well, LeBron ain't winning a Super Bowl. He's still playing. I do
believe LeBron
but they don't have a championship team. Can we admit that?
What do you mean? What?
They're
Lakers. Right there.
Okay, all right.
Right there. They have no shot.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
No,
and LeBron's still playing, is what I'm trying to say.
And that's why I brought him up.
And there are a lot of people who want him out, want LeBron out.
But that's why I tied he and Aaron Rodgers together, and that it's getting to the point where, I don't know what they're doing it for. And they're both too big. Aaron Rodgers plays the position, meaning he's not, I'm going to just be remember when Deion Sanders came back for the Ravens, he was playing spot here and there, safety, and kind of in and out the lineup. Aaron Rodgers isn't that. You're the starting quarterback.
No, it's either start or you're not playing.
If he was I love the game so much, I don't even mind carrying a clipboard and clapping and teaching a young guy, that's different. LeBron, same thing. If he were just coming off the bench as a spot shooter, these guys, they suck out the air, out the oxygen out the room because they're who they are. They're going to start. They're going to be big names. They're big personalities. They're big talents. So it becomes what you're saying of, are they going to call it a career? People start looking at their watch. Are you?
But the only thing is, you just
because there's guys who just sit on the bench and clap. Look, Juwan Howard played till he was 55. You didn't even know it.
But Phillip Rivers and Joe Flacco are exhibit A on why Aaron Rodgers could potentially play next year, and that's why I think 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. I'm saying if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm waiting by the phone. I'm not going to throw in a towel, not just yet. The NFL still needs quarterbacks.
I don't disagree.
They need quarterbacks, and that's why he's viable. If everybody had their guy, then it would be easy. He would have been retired a couple years ago. But people are still starving for quarterbacks, and that's why we just saw Joe Flacco was traded to a team, right? Because the injury happened. And that's what I'm saying.
Mama Dub always had a phrase growing up. Know when to say when, boyfriend, meaning know when it's time. And her point was, hey, you hanging out with your friends, a little party, start to get low. It's time to go. Or you doing that? Hey, it's time. I think it's okay to say, wipe my hands clean. I literally gave it all I had. Was getting my head taken off, figuratively, literally last night. It was elder abuse. I'm done. Had an amazing run. One of the all-time greats. Can't tell the story of NFL without a guy who was winning an MVP every other year for like 15 years.
All right.
So
877
it's time, but it's time. It's all right.
877-99 on Fox. We'll take your calls.
Him and Tomlin go golfing and stuff.
877-996-6369. Kelvin says Aaron Rodgers should retire.
Go
I
ahead,
say
bro.
that he should sit by the phone and wait to hear an opportunity before he calls. And if nobody calls, then you could call it a career and feel good about it that you left that Jets mess.
Can I ask you to specify your point real quick?
Sure.
Are you saying similar to last season? Take some time. Are you saying to Phillip Rivers, like, it might be week 8 of next year?
No,
someone calls
I'm just
because
saying,
that's a little different.
No, I'm
saying
talking
retire, and I understand if who's really good.
No, but he should. But
the Patriots are 10-2.
But you're saying he should retire.
I'm saying yes.
And
retire.
okay, retire. Period. No matter who calls, and I'm saying no. I'm waiting by the phone. Okay?
I'm saying now, if somebody called me and they're 10-3, the Patriots or something next year, and they like, we just need you this run, this stretch. That's a little different.
Why?
I'm saying I don't.
If he's done, he's done.
Because I can cherry pick it. I don't want to go through the rigmarole.
Either he can't play.
I don't want to go through the rigmarole.
No,
I ain't trying to go through OTAs with a bunch of young
guys. Now
guys.
you're straddling the
I
fence.
like that.
You feel me,
You're
right?
You're straddling
I like
the fence.
that. You call me back.
Lee, he's straddling the fence.
Josh Allen.
Playoff team.
No.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Hello. Matthew Stafford just went down.
What?
You guys are what? 13-3, and you need me for 1 or 2 games or
He's
something?
still hungover for week 1 through 8.
Yeah,
Come
all right.
on.
All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.